Now, welcome to another edition of News from Naboo with Force Lightning Takes. And let's get right to the news.
We're going to talk about one of your new favorite topics.
That makes me nervous. That shouldn't make me nervous, but I know you're not being serious.
I know. We're going to talk about Daisy Ridley and Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy.
Oh, that is one of my favorite topics.
The new Rey movie.
The Rey movie, yes.
Which wasn't like one of your favorite topics before, but it is now.
I don't know if it's a favorite topic as much as it's a popular topic currently. I've said before, I'm gonna go into it open-minded.
Do your best, yeah.
Well, not do my best. I can put it all aside and watch it, and
it makes it hard, especially if she keeps talking.
Wow, I'm glad you said that, because if I had
You're not
said
allowed
that,
to say that. I'm allowed to say that, which is.
I know. I know what you mean, and I think people would have known what I meant had I said it.
It's like the Brie Larson syndrome. She kept going on and on and on about what she thought the movie was, so that everyone else thought the movie was going to be what she thought the movie was. But I think if you go into that movie without thinking about what she said, the movie's much better.
I think the problem is if you exclude what she said at Celebration, which she really, that really wasn't like publicly out there, and plus Celebration wasn't streamed this year, so no one really knows what she said. Like her comment about being the first woman to, direct Star Wars into the future, whatever. I'm butchering it a little, but that was like the first like big public thing she said, and it's a very strange way to open.
It's a little divisive, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So as long as she doesn't continue to say things like that, she might be okay, even though she's got things in her past that people like to dig up as well and are concerned about.
Well, Daisy Ridley, she's out there promoting her new film that's coming out. She did an indie film, Sometimes I Think About Dying. That's the name of the film. I'm not just saying that.
Good.
You gave me a look.
Well, I didn't give you a look.
Of course, people asked about Star Wars, and I'm pretty sure Lucasfilm directed her about what to say because the Rey movie upcoming became a hot topic when, when Sharmeen came out and went about how it's about time a female director was shaping
It is about
Star
time
Wars.
A woman directed, because to say that about a movie about Rey is maybe the most ironic thing, because you're making a movie about a character who was the lead character of an entire trilogy in the Skywalker saga.
Who was also a woman.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like it's so.
Not to mention, we've had female directors in Star Wars.
Yes.
Some of the best episodes of The Mandalorian were ones that I believe Bryce Dallas Howard might have directed.
Yeah, or Deborah Chow as well.
Or Deborah Chow. She didn't do quite as good as
Kenobi is,
I think that was somewhat of
the
a writing,
right?
Problem.
It wasn't her fault, right?
Yeah. But Daisy Ridley, she was asked by Variety how she thinks the first female director in the franchise will leave an impact on Star Wars. To which Ridley said, "The short answer is, I don't know. I'm excited to do the job, but not because Sharmeen is a woman. Her documentaries are amazing. Her idea for the story is cool as shite. No spoilers, but she gave me a rundown of the entire story. If it weren't amazing, I would have been like, okay, call me in 5 years. But it's worthwhile."
Applaud Daisy Ridley there.
Good job,
the right
Daisy.
Answer, right?
She's excited to work with Sharmeen, but not because she's a woman. That's exactly
That's what you need
to
say.
Yes.
Yep.
She play-by-play. It's like she and Katie Sackhoff share a mind sometimes. Katie's always eloquently maneuvering a conversation, and Daisy Ridley showed right here she has the ability to do the same.
Yeah, because that is the right answer.
Right, because it shouldn't be
about...
about...
settles things down, right?
Exactly. It shouldn't be about, I'm working with the first female movie Star Wars direct... No, it's, I'm working with a director who I'm having faith in.
Yeah, who has a good vision and a good grasp of Star Wars. And I'm not saying that's what I believe of Sharmeen, but I mean, that's what you want to say, right? You want to encourage people who are fans of it to believe that it's going to be a good Star Wars movie, regardless of anything, right?
Exactly. So Daisy says the right thing. I don't know if that's just because Daisy is smart and she says the right thing.
She seems like she's smart. I'm sure.
Or I'm really hoping this means she does actually believe that this is a good story, that it's worthwhile for her to be involved.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's the hope, right? I mean, I think if you are a Star Wars fan, even if you don't like the sequels, you don't like Rey, like, you still want it to be good, right?
Absolutely.
So
you want to enjoy it. You don't want to be disappointed.
You want to believe that even if you think it's a tragedy that the sequels are that bad and all that, like, that there's still hope going forward, right? I mean, I don't know. You can feel however you want about all that, but personally, even though I don't like the sequels, I wasn't a huge fan of Rey. Like, I would love to be pleasantly surprised by this film and be like, oh, maybe there is hope with this character going forward.
Well, this isn't the first time either that she has gone through and said, started getting the hype train for her film, even though it's years away. That's my job.
Away. You are the engineer.
Yeah, the plot details under wraps. The script's not done. We have heard inklings of other possible returns to this movie. Possibly we're hoping for maybe Finn coming back.
Yep.
Adam Driver has pretty much said he's not coming back.
Yep. Well, he's dead too.
Well, no one's ever. I'm not even going to say the whole thing.
You don't have to.
But he could Force Ghost. Why not?
Yeah, I actually wouldn't be opposed to that. Mm-hmm. Like, if he's going to, cameo in there as a Force Ghost, that's fine because he is a huge part of Rey's story. So I don't have an issue with that.
He is. But all of this conversation prompted them to ask, does she think it's weird going back to Star Wars without her former co-stars? She replied, no, because I don't know what is what or who is who in the new movie. So much has happened to me since the Skywalker saga, I feel like a grown-up now. When I first started, I was like 20, I was the youngest on set. It took me the first 2 films to feel worthy of being there. Now I'm in my 30s. The whole thing feels quite different. I've been able to work with other filmmakers, and hopefully I've got better as a performer.
Yeah, I hope so too. Not that I think she was terrible, but I mean, it's you're trying to rescue the character too. And I know people like Rey. I say it all the time. I get there are people who love the sequels and Rey, but you have to somehow convince people who don't like you or didn't like Rey or didn't like the sequels that this is worthy to watch.
Right, that your character is worth it. Yeah. I liked Rey in the first movie and the third one.
I like Rey for the first half of the first one, and I appreciate they tried to do something with her in the third movie of the trilogy, ninth movie overall, yeah. They tried. It was a very quick arc of like, oh, I'm going to fail and be discouraged, but then I'm going to have a pep talk from Luke and everything's okay. It's like a 5-minute arc, but it
could have been so much better, but that arc needed to start in the second movie.
She needed to take Kylo's hand at the end of the
She needed to fall a little bit further before she moved forward.
Yes.
Either way, we'll have to see what Stephen Knight comes up with. He's working on the draft. We'll see when it goes into production. I mean, everyone says right now Mandalorian and Grogu is going to be the next movie going in front of the cameras. But if you're interested in seeing Daisy Ridley's work, Sometimes I Think About Dying does come out this Friday.
All right.
Indie film. Why not?
Yeah. Sometimes indie films are really, really good. Sometimes they're
I do
really
like the
bad.
freedom an indie film has, because a lot of times
you're not beholden to a giant studio. Yeah.
Also in the news, we're getting a new Marvel miniseries for the comic book fans out there.
Shock, we never get Marvel miniseries.
Darth Maul, black, white, and red. Remember they did the black, white, and red Vader?
Vader, yes.
A little more dark, and the entire color scheme of the comic is black, white, and red.
Would have been
kind of an
anyway
extreme card. Yeah, with Maul, it's 100% fitting.
It already was, yeah.
So, interesting. I mean, apparently the plot, this is supposed to come out, issue 1, April 25th. 4 issues are total. But Darth Maul is dispatched by Palpatine to investigate a prison ship that goes offline. The vessel, however, is transporting a group known as the Final Oculation, and horrors await. So, yeah.
That's horrors, right?
Yeah, this is supposed to, I believe, take place before episode 1.
It sounds like it, yeah. I don't think he'd be getting the call from Sidious after.
Well, he's still calling Darth Maul, so.
Yes, that's true, too. Not a rival.
I mean, I don't know.
That's how I feel about a lot of it now. It's like,
You don't need to fill in every millisecond of everybody's life. I kind of like the idea that Maul was training and they've got some, like, prequel comic stuff for Maul.
He already does have a comic series where he kills a Padawan.
He does. That was, like, one of his first Jedi-type kills.
It was, like, his first Jedi kill.
Trying to see if it would sate this incredible, like, hunger he had for death or whatnot.
No, obviously not.
But now he's doing other stuff before that. I don't know. I don't know.
Is it before that? Is it after that? We don't know.
Clue when it's going to take place. I mean, it's coming from the writer of, like, the current Wolverine series, who says he's a lifelong fan of Star Wars, which everyone who comes from Marvel and who...
Most people say that.
Yeah, they
not all of them, but most.
The comic book ones are like, I've always been a fan.
Yeah.
And it's fine. But he's excited to step into the mind of Darth Maul, one of the great villains of the galaxy far, far away. Yep, they're saying he's a silent assassin with a busy inner world, loyal to Palpatine, but that does not make him a puppet or a tool. He's willing to make his own decisions, one that could shake the fabric of the galaxy.
Ooh.
Yes, as is the case in this chiller and thriller of a story, The Final Oculation. How can this shake the fabric of the galaxy when we know what the galaxy's done afterwards?
Yeah, that's the problem with
I'm going to shake the galaxy, but nobody will know.
Potentially he could.
But he won't. Just like in the Glass Abyss book, Mace Windu's going to find a love or something.
Yeah, but it's not really.
No. Yeah, so that's what's going on in the world of the comics.
Yeah, same as always.
Same as always. Nothing new, nothing going on. More filler.
Yeah. Well,
sadly.
They need to, they just need to stop using old characters and oh, this could have been huge, but it won't be because we already know how it all ends.
Sad.
Yeah. Speaking of ending, that's all we got for you this time. Now it's your turn. Take to the comments below. Tell us what you think of any and all of today's news, and let's talk some Star Wars. And until next time, thanks for watching.